Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Hello? You can hear me? Oh, good. Oh, good. Are you guys seeing my VTuber? Hello? Are you guys still hearing me? Okay, well, I think this is working. I'm assuming this is working. Let's see. How is it going? I'm going pretty good. I'm going pretty good. Not too bad today. Hope you're all having a happy Valentine's Day. And so I don't, I know that y'all here because, you don't have a Valentine that you're going out with. But I hope that you've at least had some kind of goodies today. Katori made some goodies for us. And we have some homemade strawberry cupcakes with homemade strawberry frosting. So it was very yummy. So what kind of goodies have sort of, what's the word, lagging? Because so far all I'm seeing is you all say hello in my chat on Streamlabs. And for whatever reason, when I try to look at you guys in my YouTube studio, it's like just sitting there and not really working. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. It's like not really, like the YouTube one is just not really showing me any of the chat. It's only showing me the old chat before I even started streaming. So I'm not sure what to do with that. But anyway. Rudy says it's going pretty well today and was going to take a nap until you saw this notification and now you're wide awake. Well, thank you so much. Give me 1 second. I'm going to mute for 1 second. Okay, I am back. Hopefully everybody is here now. I had a Valentine's Day stream and I was for some reason on two different streams. I had a stream waiting for me and somehow when I started the stream I was on a different link. And so hopefully everyone is here now. I see Cyberman. So I'm hoping everything is going now. Give me 1 second. Okay, I've got to type this in really quick. Wait, this... Sorry about this, you guys. There we go. Let's see if this works now. There we go. Hopefully now people are going to find the right live stream. So I apologize for any confusion for people who were waiting in one live stream and then I had this live stream going. Again, this is only my third live stream and I usually have the kids help me set it up, and so I don't know what I did wrong. But hello everybody, and I'm sorry I probably missed saying hello to some people because of the chat being the way it is. But hello Rudy, hello Ty, hello Egrich, hello Domino Cracker, hello Ty, hello Jimbo, hello Egrich, hello AJ. Let's see. Hello Edward. I think I already said hello AJ. Okay, that's fine if you're just listening while you catch up on some work. That's fine. Hello Atlas, hello Ethan, hello Piggies. Yeah, I'm so sorry I had you guys waiting. I'm so sorry. Hello Cyberman. Hello Lee. I have some explaining to do. But so everyone can hear me now, right? I'm hoping everybody is hearing me. That's all I can say. Hello Kokiri. Hello Cobalt. Hello Jay. Hello Grand Samurai. Jaybird. Hello Wicked Penguin. So hopefully you're all hearing me. I'm assuming you are since you're saying hello to me. So I was asking earlier, and I don't know if anybody heard this, but I was telling people that Katori had made these homemade strawberry cupcakes with homemade strawberry frosting, and they were very yummy. So, oh good, thank you everyone for telling me you can hear me. So what did you all have? Did you guys have any goodies? Even though you don't have a Valentine per se, right? Did you get yourself any goodies today? Hello, Wicked Penguin. I hope you all had some kind of goodies, whether it be chocolate or cake or pie or pastry. Treat yourself to something yummy today because, you deserve something. Nothing. My goodness gracious. Brisket? Well, hey, if it was yummy, it was yummy. Leftover apple pie. Some people were just catching up on their sleep. Chocolate donuts. Ooh, that sounds yummy. Kokiri got some Kit Kats. Those are yummy. Okay, so good. So Cobalt, you bought something for yourself. You should. You really should, right? Piggy's got some chocolate and favorite ice cream from his mom. And what, Devin? What do you mean followed the Grinch's example? No, don't follow the Grinch's example. Don't just sit home alone and feel sorry for yourself. So, oh, that's nice, AJ. That's nice that your grandparents got you a Subway gift card and a giant Hershey's bar. I bought some some little gifts for the kids, just because it's nice to get a gift, on Valentine's Day. And they didn't buy me any gifts, but like I said, Katori made some cupcakes, so that was very nice. And yeah, it's okay to treat yourself. Lint bars. Edward got some lint bars and Lindor truffles. Those sound so yummy. But for those of you who don't like chocolate, Edward also had some gummy bears and jelly beans. So that probably sounds very yummy for some people too. Wow, very good, Ty. You lost a stone and 7 pounds. I don't really know what a stone is. I know it's something in England. So I guess you will have to explain that to me. Dove chocolate. Ethan had some Dove chocolate and some big cookies. And some Chick-fil-A, huh? Well, so for me, as you all saw in my tweet today, it's not just Valentine's Day, right? It is also Ash Wednesday. So for me, I am a Christian, but I am a Catholic Christian, and so I do not eat meat today. But that Chick-fil-A does sound good. Cyber Mad Handsome Angel Hair Spaghetti, that sounds good. And Lee, I hope you get some sleep. I know you overwork yourself. And yes, have some nice tea to put you to sleep before bed. That would be nice. Ooh, and Rudy has a strawberry chocolate cake. Well, Devin, do something fun today, Devin. Do something to find yourself some goodies. Don't you have some goodies in your house that you can treat yourself to? There must be something. And let's see. AJ said, personally, chocolate takes my heart more than a Valentine right now. You know what? I'm sort of right there with you on that. Yes. So, let's see what we can all talk about today. So, all right, we're all here, right? As Katori likes to call us, we are single Pringles, right? If you are sad about not having a Valentine or just being mopey because you don't have a Valentine, I want you to stop that right now, because you know what? You are worth it. And also, having a significant other doesn't make you who you are, right? Like, you have to be happy with yourself first before you're going to be able to be happy with someone else. Because even if you get a significant other, and if you're not happy with yourself, you might still be unhappy, right? So get involved in your talents, get involved with your hobbies, and find some happiness in that. And then you can, if you're happy with yourself, you'll be a happier person for this significant other who may come along, right? So, definitely, try to find some happiness with just yourself, and then you can find happiness with somebody else. And, oh, I'm sorry you couldn't find anything in your house, Devin. You might need to run to the store and get yourself some favorite candy. Ooh, and peanut butter inside of donuts. That's interesting, Cyberman. And, oh, Wicked Penguin, you gave up sweets for Lent. Okay, so you know what I'm giving up? I am not going to buy any type of baked goods from the store. No cupcakes, no cookies, no muffins, no apple turnovers, no brownies, no kind of baked goods from the grocery store. That doesn't mean I can't have a chocolate candy bar, because that's not a baked good. But baked goods are so unhealthy, and I've sort of gotten a habit of buying at least one baked good through the week, because the kids love it so much, and so do I. So I might buy muffins one week, and the next week I might buy some apple turnovers, and the next week might be a brownie or a cheesecake. But you know what? Giving it up for Lent. Let's see what everyone's saying here. Oh, I'm sorry you were stood up, Atlas. I mean, not by a Valentine, but I'm so sorry. And that is ironic. And oh yeah, I guess I am your Valentine today, aren't I, Ty? I'm your guys' Valentine, and you guys are my Valentine. Yeah, right. You're right, Kokiri. There's a difference between feeling lonely and feeling desperate, right? So, I mean, I feel lonely too. Why do you think I'm here with you guys? But right, don't feel desperate. Don't make your worth be based on whether or not you have somebody else. So, and Lee, I hope you can change the way your brain and those demons tell you. I hope that you really can. That would be nice, AJ, for us to see some of your projects. That would be really nice. And I'm sorry if the stream is buffering for you. I don't know. I hope it's not something on my end. Yeah, Piggies. Kiwi is going to have a rough time. She is the one who loves the sweets. But yes, Cyberman, after Lent, I will eat some baked goods again. But I will try not to buy them so much. You know what I mean? And I'm so sorry, Ty, that you lost your uncle 2 years ago. I'm so sorry about that. Bread? Yes, I will still buy loaves of bread. but like not baked sweets from like the bakery part of the store. I can still go down the bread aisle and get some bread. So that's really good, Lee, if you're on a Japanese diet. Cutting out sugar is really good. Like, they talk about the Mediterranean diet being really good for you. So, yeah. So, like, if you want, you're going to ask Thor to be your Valentine. Interesting. Yeah, so, like, get yourself all healthy, eat healthy, exercise, try to either, meditate to calm your mind down and calm your anxieties down. Or if you are religious, get in the Bible, talk to God, say some prayers, try to find some quiet time in your day. And those are all things that can help you better yourself to make yourself healthy, right? So that when you do find that special someone, that you are a good weight and you are healthy and you're eating right and you don't have high cholesterol and you're able to get out there and have a lot of fun. So keep yourself up, take good care of yourself, and someday when you're least expecting it, that someone will show up and come around. So what are you all planning to do tonight after the stream? Are you going to do anything fun? Do you have any plans with platonic friends that, like whether you're going to be gaming or maybe you just have some homework to catch up on? I just wondered what you all were going to be doing later. And Piggies, how was my dinner? My dinner was good. I had sesame ginger shrimp with rice and broccoli, and then the yummy strawberry cupcake. And okay, so Ty said that yesterday was Shrove Tuesday, aka Pancake Day. For us in America, yesterday was Fat Tuesday. That's what we call it here, and that is the day before Ash Wednesday, where you can get all fat and eat all the goodies and eat all you want, because during Lent we're going to be fasting sometimes and giving some things up for Lent. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, have fun at work, Wicked Penguin. And Piggy said, in Miraculous, they called Tiki the Cosmic Sweet Tooth, and that reminded me of Kiwi. It sort of does, doesn't it? And Rudy said, the very first major lesson I've understood was home isn't a place. Home is anywhere where people care about you, and home is where your heart is. And that is so very true, right? Sometimes, depending on the family you have, the people who are blood relatives to you may not seem as much like family as some very close friends that you have. Now, I've been very, very blessed to have a very good family. But I know that some of you out there don't. Like maybe you don't get along with your parents. Maybe you don't get along with your grandparents. Maybe you don't get along with your siblings. Maybe you're an only child and you don't have any siblings. And so having good friends can be just as good as family members, and sometimes better. So definitely that's so true, that home can be different for each person depending on their family. Let's see here. I see. I lost myself where I was. Okay, so Cyberman's going to go for a walk in the park. And Just Be Johnny Bravo. But that's an old show. Atlas said, I found Kiwi. Katori turned her into a pumpkin. Look at the Halloween live stream background. I'll have to look at that sometime. Okay, so you might be doing some Minecraft. Devin, you're doing nothing. Devin, what am I going to do with you? Okay, the piggies might play with his brother, so that's good that you're going to have some brotherly time. AJ's doing some homework. Oh, poor Ty, it's almost midnight, so you're going to go to bed. And Lee, oh, only 3 hours. Oh, like I feel so tired when I only get like 5 to 7 hours, so I can only imagine what you feel like. So I hope you do get some sleep. And hello there, Smee. Smee's going to go to bed because it's late for him as well, because he's from England like Ty. I love orange chicken too, Cyberman. That is delicious. Kokiri said, my sister is currently at the dentist. Oh my. So my family agreed any appointments is a good excuse to eat out. And the choice is up to the one with the appointment. I think that's fair. I think that's very fair. Very fair. Okay, so I got to say something. It's so cute. It's so cute. Okay, I hope Roy's not going to be mad at me for saying this. It's so cute. So cute. So when he was a kid, he just, oh, maybe I shouldn't say it. I don't know. But it had to do with Fat Tuesday. I'll have to check with him. And find out if it's something I could say, but it was the cutest thing. Let's see here. Edward is planning on watching the Philadelphia Story. And, oh gosh, I just lost my place in the chat. Oh, you've never heard of Fat Tuesday, Ethan? Interesting. Yeah, Fat Tuesday is like the day before Lent, the day before Ash Wednesday. And, It goes along with Mardi Gras, too. So, interesting that you guys never heard of that before. Cobalt Coyote is going to call a friend. Oh, well, Kokiri, I think you have some friends. You have to have some friends. You have friends here, okay? My goodness gracious. You have friends here. So, you do have friends. Oh, you learned that from Adventure Time? Rudy, that's interesting. From Jake? Interesting. And you guys do have friends right here. Everybody has friends right here. Atlas is going to hang out at home. Everybody is ready for their gift, Cyberman. We have like multiple packages here waiting to be opened. And it's like, Hattori, open them, please. Please. So, yeah. We are all ready to get some fun gifts. I just can't wait till for her to open it. And oh my gosh, Atlas, there's a storm outside. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you're safe and hope everybody is safe there. I hope the storm isn't too bad. And oh, hello, Shogo. There you are. Where am I taking you out for Valentine's Day? A romantic rom-com at the movies, rowing down the river in a canoe in the Canadian Alps while you sing a Japanese. You know what? Those all sound great. That all sounds great. You know, I wish I was like talented with the whole artwork thing, because I could just like have made some sort of like little mini comic, and I could show you the different pictures and take you down a fake or a not fake. I don't want to say fake. A online or virtual Valentine's date, right? That would be so cool. That would be so cool. I wish I could do that. Let's see, I lost my space. Okay, Well, how did I lose my... I don't know how Katori can keep up with the chat. I really don't. I really have no idea. SpongeBob reference. So, Mrs. Puff, what are we doing today? Dinner, dancing, a trip to the moon? Yeah, I love eating too. Probably a little too much. But yeah, you know, that really does sound like fun. A walk in the park. You know what I would like? A walk on the beach. Okay, I'll tell you what. So, I've been to Florida many, many times. And this past year, I also went to California with the kids. And I'm going to tell you, Florida beach wins. I'm sorry, Kokiri, because I know you live in California. And, but the water was rough. It was cold. The beaches didn't have any shells. But I would love a walk on the beach. That's, just listening to the waves come up and then find some shells. If any of you ever watched any of my videos, I have a video of us sort of camping out on the beach and falling asleep to the waves. That would be awesome for me. I would love that. I love to listen to the waves. Oh, thank you, Atlas. If you like my model, that was put together by Kiwi. So I will let her know that you liked it. And I'm going to love your gift, Kokiri. Interesting. Wait a minute. Kokiri, do we have a box from you? I don't even know. We have so many boxes here. I don't even know what's here and what isn't here. So, AJ said yesterday he met with his therapist on campus for the first time. We're going to be meeting every Tuesday. Never heard of Fat Tuesday either. Yeah, you are very blessed to be able to have a therapist, because I'll tell you what, those therapists are stinking expensive. And like, you know, when you find out like your first visit is $200 and like $100 a visit after that, if you have a really high deductible insurance, which we do, that is almost impossible to do, especially if, you know, you want to get a therapist for multiple people in your family. I think it's just terrible how much things cost these days, and to try to get health care with these crazy insurance policies that really seem to just suck the money out of you. It's almost like they're not even worth it. What? Kokiri, you're gonna draw me in a bikini. Oh, you're so silly. Let's see. Oh, Atlas, you prefer cold beaches? Oh, no. No. Oh, it's just so nice. Like if you're just sitting there at the edge of the water and then the waves come up and it's nice warm water. Oh, it's so good. Now, I don't I'm sort of like Katori, right? Like I don't want, I don't like need the sun to be scalding hot and beating down on you, right? Because I do get headaches from bright sun. So I will say that. So I like have my sunglasses on. I even have like a beach hat on. And I can't lay, like some women just lay out in the sun to get tan. I can't do that. I have to be in the water. Like whether it's the pool or the beach, I need to be in the water. And I don't know, Ethan, I've never been to the Keys. I hear that they are nice. I've never been to the Keys, but I'm sure they are awesome. Yeah, Piggies, I don't know. I just didn't care for that West Coast beach at all. I just really didn't. Let's see. Ty says, here's a fun fact, Mama Tori. In the 90s movie Hook. Oh, I liked Hook. We have cameos of Phil Collins as a police officer, Glenn Close as the pirate in the Boo Box, George Lucas and Carrie Fisher kissing on the bridge. Yeah, there's a lot of little like Easter eggs in that movie. I think you told me some of this before, Ty. That I do find that very interesting. And Kokiri says, I'm in Salinas. The closest beach is Monterey Bay. I'm not much of a beachgoer, but with the right company, I could be persuaded. I see. I lost my darn place again. Oh, here we are. Let's see. Shogo, a box, you say? I sure wish I sent one. Oh, you little character. Yeah, Shogo's box is so big. How big is it? It's so big, I thought maybe he sent himself in it. I mean, it took multiple people to pick it up at the P.O. box. So, I can't wait to open it. I can't wait to see what is in there. I don't know how you fill it. I don't know how you do it. Lee said, I'd probably sit on a cliff watching a sunset or something, or sitting under a sakura tree reading a book, listening to music. That, you know what, that would be nice too. That would be nice. Although you got to really watch when you're watching that sunset. You know, that's not good for your retina, not good for your eyes. And I already got some eye issues going on, so maybe I would sit under that sakura tree, and instead of reading a book, I would just watch the petals fall. That just seems like it'd be so beautiful. Let's see. Cobalt Cody said, we were actually able to finally help a friend of mine get health insurance. My mom works in public health, and my sister studied it. Oh, very good. Well, that's a good job to have, being able to help those people out. Ethan said, another fun fact is that Phil Collins' detective character is actually John, as in the boy that went with Wendy and Michael to Neverland. Phil Collins' detective character is actually John, as in the boy that went with Wendy and Michael to Neverland. What? Really? That's interesting. That is really interesting. AJ said, yeah, I waited some time to reach out for one for quite some time. I just recently got my own health insurance. Well, that's good. If you, if you got good health insurance, you should be very, very thankful for that. Because Because like my health insurance has like, I don't know, like a $7,000 deductible. It's ridiculous. It's just really ridiculous. Let's see. Piggy said, I went body surfing in the cold water. Yikes. Oh, I don't think I'd want to do that. Oh my, there's Masternode. Well, hello, Masternode. Highly deductive insurance. What kind of satanic incantation? Yeah, you know what? I think that the U.S.'s insurance is satanic. I'm starting to believe that. Yeah, I don't like too much heat, Cyberman. I think Katori must get that from me. Kokiri says, I did ask Katori before I drew hers, and what's funnier, she was drawing her persona as a lifeguard. Kiwi thought it looked sus. LOL, only fair. I got your consent and swimsuit style. Yep, you did. Let's see. Atlas says, everybody talks about how warm Florida is, but no one talks about Florida in December. It's the coldest place I've ever been. Oh, really? I've never been to Florida in December. Usually I've been to Florida anywhere between like May and September. That I've not gone in the wintertime. Oh, really, Piggies? That's interesting. The beach you go to is where Goonies was filmed. Oh, that is really cool. You know, when we went to California, we went to a lot of places where different things were filmed. Like we went to where Arrested Development filmed a lot of their episodes, like where the banana stand was, and at Newport Beach. And then we went to all the different places from Back to the Future, because you all know, if you don't know, you're going to know right now. I'm a big Back to the Future fan. I love all three movies. And we went and we visited Doc's house, and we visited George McFly's, no, not George McFly's house. We visited the house that Lorraine's parents, so when Lorraine was the teenager, you know, when George was like being a peeping Tom at her, we saw that house. And then we saw Biff's house. So that was cool. And we also went to the mall. We went to the Twin Pines Mall where the DeLorean was, you know, where Einstein first got sent to the future in the DeLorean. So that was really cool to go and see places that were used for filming movies or shows, especially since Kiwi is into film and stuff. So that was really cool. Let's see. Yeah. Come to the Midwest during the winter. Well, you know, we live in Ohio, so, you know, sometimes the snow can be so bad. Although, if anybody knows anything about snow, that would be Shogo. If y'all saw his little video that he just filmed, he was like face down in the snow and his hands were like brick red because he was laying there in the snow. My goodness. Oh, maybe the doc would come to my home soon. Hey, man, if I can meet Christopher Lloyd, I'd be all for it. So, Ty, you're sending yours in your box in March. So, I'll be looking for that. Let's see. Yeah, Shogo, Masternode was here. I don't know if he's still here, but he was here. Gator wrestling. I think I'm going to stay away from those gators. You know, when you're down in Florida, you know, sometimes even by like where you're staying in your resort or your hotel, they have like these little like ponds or little lakes or rivers, and there usually is some sort of gator lurking there, his eyes above and his nostrils above the water, and that makes me uneasy. That really makes me uneasy. And you're right, Atlas. The Lone Pine Mall. It started out as Twin Pines Mall, but after Marty goes to the past and runs over one of the pines, it then turns into the Lone Pine Mall. You are correct. That is very good trivia. Piggy said, I recently just put out my Back to the Future hoverboard and Marty's skateboard so I can see them on my wall now. Oh, cool. Yeah, you know, I have like a little hoverboard, like that, you know, can go on the tabletop. I have one that is just like on a stand, and then I have one that actually hovers. But to have a big giant one, I do not have like a full size hoverboard. That would be so cool. But one birthday, not too long, maybe 10 years ago, my sister made me a hoverboard birthday cake. So that was really cool. Happy Valentines, Christian Rivera. How are you? I don't think I've ever spoken to you before. I don't think so. So thank you for showing up. Let's see. What? Kokiri said, you sound positively giddy like a schoolgirl. I'd probably do the same. I do the same the Nintendo store in New York. So are you saying I was giddy talking about Back to the Future? Or was I giddy talking about the beach? I don't know. Was I giddy talking about something else? I don't know. It's getting late. When I get tired, I get giddy. So look out. Okay. Ethan said, I just looked it up. Phil Collins' character is not John. It said that the character that Phil played in Hook was a character called Detective Good. My mistake. Okay, well, thank you for fixing your mistake. So I wasn't misinformed. Let's see. Yeah. Yes, Piggies, I remember you jumped in the snow. I remember that. You sent a video of you jumping in the snow. Yeah, I know, Smee. Shogo was crazy. He was wearing no gloves or mittens. You would think somebody who lives in Alaska would know he should be wearing gloves and mittens. Shame on you, Shogo. Kokiri said, I've been to a cabin times in the snow. It was nice. Snowboarding was rad and bundling up was fun. I've never been snowboarding, but I have been skiing. And I'll tell you, I've only went once. And when I did go, my knees were killing me by that time I was done. So, I don't know. I'd rather just go sledding. I like sledding. Okay, so AJ, you're in NE. So NE is Nebraska, if I'm correct. So it gets cold there. I would imagine it would get cold there at time. Christian, you have never seen snow? You know what? I don't know if Jimbo is still here. I know he popped in earlier. I thought I said hello to Jimbo. But he hasn't seen snow either. So it's just amazing to me how some people have not seen snow. It's just amazing to me. It's like mind-boggling. Cyberman said he had a friend who took care of a little gator for 5 years before taking him to the Dallas Zoo. Wow. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. I wish somebody would want to take our red-eared slider turtles. My ex-husband bought these turtles for the kids years ago when they were little. They were the size of quarters. And now they are huge turtles, like, I don't know. I'm going to say maybe 10 inches on their length from head to toe. And they can live for like 75 years. And I get left with them. It's really hard to take care of them. And we've looked into trying to give them to a zoo or give them somewhere, but nobody wants them because there's so many of them that are sold in vacation spots. And it's just pretty sad that people just don't realize the work that has to go into them and how big they can get. So, yeah. Ethan said, did you know that Robert Zemeckis directed the Polar Express? Yes, I did. Yes. The whistle, the flux capacitor in the cab of the Polar Express, and a couple other things. Yeah, and you know what? I don't know if Katori ever told you guys this, but a teacher that she had in her animation courses or digital arts or whatever it was, and the same thing with Kiwi, worked on the Polar Express. So that's pretty darn cool, isn't it? That is really cool. Let's see here. I lost my space. Where am I? Lost my space. How did I lose my space that much? Okay, there we are. Yeah, Piggies, I'm jealous that you have a full-size one. Yeah, yes, I have mine that sort of hovers there. Yeah, it's on a magnet, but yeah, I am jealous you have a full-size one. Shogo said, I'll never be able to look at another alligator as long as I live. Smee let like 50 of them try and eat me on our stream. What? He even pulled me out of one's mouth just like Captain Hook. Oh my gosh, your imagination, Shogo. I don't know. And Smee, is that true? Did you do that to him? Cobalt said, I feel like if you could meet her, you'd be great friends with my mom. If you got her to watch Back to the Future, she'd get real into it like she did with Star Trek. You know, I'm not into Star Trek, the original, but I did used to be a geek for Star Trek: The Next Generation. Captain Picard, all the way. Let's see. Oh, Kokiri said, you're very passionate about Back to the Future. I even liked hearing you and Roy played through the Telltale game. Yeah, yes, we did. Atlas bought that for us, I believe. And that was a lot of fun. That really was fun. Ty said, Mama Tori knows I'm giving her Back to the Future stuff for the fan mail. Yes. Ty is very lucky to have a friend that owns a comic shop. So how lucky is that guy, right? And I'm so lucky to have Ty get these things for me. So thank you, Ty. I really appreciate that. And Piggy's Shogo probably is used to it since he lives in Alaska. Rudy said, hey, Mama Tori, have you ever done archery before? I have. So I don't know if you know this. I think I've said this before. But Roy is an Eagle Scout. And I was a Boy Scout leader from when he was in Cub Scouts all the way up through when he got his Eagle Scout. And so we would go to summer camp every year. So in the middle of July, we'd be living in 100-degree tents. And yes, they had archery there. Had archery and they actually had like gun shooting and stuff like that. I never did that, but I did do the archery. And boy, that could really hurt you the way that, well, if you're wearing the proper I don't know, material, then you should be wearing something that's protecting your arm. But like when that band like ricochets back, that could really hurt your arm. But it is fun. It is fun. I have tried archery before. And Lee, if you do try snowboarding, good luck with that. Because boy, skiing was hard enough, but I can only imagine with your two legs stuck to one board, like how you really have to like probably move your body to really get you to go where you're going. But I can't say because I've never snowboarded. Egret, you haven't seen snow either? My goodness gracious. Wow. What? Both Piggies and Shogo got into a gator wrestling match? This is quite interesting. Okay, but Smee says it's a lie, that he saved you from the gators. So that's interesting. So that's very interesting. I'm going to take a sip of water. You're going to get a little ASMR here. Oh, the hike up the mountain was hard, but watching my mom, aunt, and cousin try to get into a board together flying over a ramp was hilarious. When they landed, Mom was like, I think I blacked out. Wait, so Kokiri, are you saying they went snowboarding? How could you go into a board together? Or maybe I'm confused about what you're saying. All right, Cobalt says, I grew up in Mississippi. I grew up with very little snow in my life and then moved to Massachusetts. Oh boy, what a difference. Yeah, snow would become a big part of your life. Yes, I do like the snow. I like the snow when it is Christmas time. But I don't like to have to drive in the snow. So, like, like I like the snow like from anywhere between November through the end of January. But after that, I really just don't need it anymore, So that's just me. So some of you people have only seen snow a little bit. Oh, you had a turtle, Cyberman? Well, I don't know if you had like a box turtle or a turtle that lived on land, but ours are red-eared sliders. So those are aquatic turtles. So we actually have a baby pool in our basement for these turtles. Yeah. Yeah. You know what, though? Have you all seen Ready Player One? I love that movie. Of course, that has some ties to Robert Zemeckis, too. And it has the whole Zemeckis cube in it, Ready Player One, I've watched it like 3 times. I love it. Probably because it also has some 80s music in it. But I love the whole premise of it. I love the storyline. I love the actors. I love the surprises in it. So, yeah, if you haven't seen Ready Player One, this is a your generation movie, okay? It's one I highly recommend. And hello, Quinn. Happy Valentine's Day. Let's see, Ethan said, oh my word, Patrick Stewart was amazing as Captain Jean-Luc Picard. And it's Jean-Luc. It looks like you wrote Sean-Luc, but it's Jean-Luc. Make it so, number one. Yes. I love the guy who played number one, too. And I love Data. I love that. The whole show was really good. I liked it. I I really liked it. There's also a new like a spin-off called Picard. I've seen a couple episodes of it, but I never finished watching it, so I don't really know how good it really was or not because I never really watched the whole thing. Let's see. Kokiri said, I prefer a wooden bow over the compound. I don't really know what kind of bow I was using. Whatever they had at the Boy Scout camp. So, yeah, Ty, yeah, speaking of Michael J. Fox and his Parkinson's disease, I'm so glad that he is using his platform to bring awareness to that and to try to find a cure and raising money. Like a lot of his, like he goes to a lot of the Comic-Cons with like Christopher Lloyd and stuff, and a lot of the money that they raise from those things also goes to the Parkinson's research. So you have to give him kudos for using his platform for good. Katori hates eating or drinking on stream. Oh, I don't care. You can listen to me drink. I'm fine. Oh no, Grand Samurai must be going. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for being here, and I pray you have a blessed day and a good night as well. Let's see here. I don't know how far behind I'm in chat. Grand Samurai probably left 10 minutes ago. Let's see. AJ said, Ready Player One, the book is much better than the movie. Really? Well, gosh, it has to be phenomenal then, because I love the movie. I totally love the movie. Like I said, I've seen it, I think, 3 times, maybe 4. I love how they were trying to figure out how to get to that. I think it was to the first, even just the first clue. And I love how he had to take that. Well, of course, he's driving a DeLorean in it, right? He's riding a DeLorean, so I think that must be why I like it too. But it's not just that. It's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. I love how, and I guess I don't want to, if some of you haven't seen it yet, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to give you any spoilers because it's so worth it to watch it and be surprised by it. So I recommend you see it if you have not. Shogo said, Mama, if you build a snowman outside, can you give it fairy wings so it's lore accurate? That's interesting. I never made a snowman before with fairy wings. I don't know if the fairy wings would sort of like melt off easily, but I've never made a snowman fairy before. I have not, or a snowman angel. Other than making a snow angel, like I've laid in the snow and made a snow angel, And we used to, I used to make like forts with the kids, like snow forts. But it really hasn't made enough snow, like in the last few years to really, I think, make a snow fort. Snowman, yeah. But I suppose maybe once it probably did. Katori got demonetized because of eating on stream? What the heck? Interesting. Yep, piggies, you can go get some dinner. Let's see. Rudy said, speaking of books, I prefer the Jurassic Park novel than the movie. Though the movie is a masterpiece, but the book is better. It may have traumatized me. Interesting. So that's very interesting. I really like as far as movies and books go, I read The Hobbit, and I think I read some of the Lord of the Rings before the movies came out. And then I also read some of the Harry Potter books. And then I read the Percy Jackson. I read some of those books before the movie came out. And then what's the other one? The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. But other than that, I really haven't read any books that have turned into movies. So Egret said, mind if I send you something through Twitter DMs? Yes, that's totally fine. And you know what? Like, I hope this is all working because I haven't heard any dingle jingles, and that's okay. It's okay. But I just want to check Ko-fi just in case I'm not hearing something. So give me 1 second. Okay, there was nothing, but that's okay. I just wanted to. I haven't looked at it yet, and I didn't want to ignore something if there was something there. Let's see. Cobalt said, to be fair, YouTube has been trying to demonetize guitar. I know. So okay. So like I was going to share something today, and Katori's like, what is that? because I had this tab up, and I don't, like, I'm not monetized, okay? Like, I don't have enough. And thank you. I think I saw Cyberman say, congratulations on 130 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So thank you. I am not monetized because I don't have enough, like, I don't have enough fans yet. I don't have enough viewers yet. So that's why I have the Ko-fi thing. But as far as like being demonetized, they can demonetize this video all they want because it's not monetized. So, when I was setting things up, Katori's like, what is that tab up? What do you have up there? Because, okay, I'm going to tell you what the tab says. And it's going to sound a little strange, okay, coming out of my mouth, but here we go. It says, sexual purity in a sex-saturated world. And she said, what is that tab? And I said, I was going to talk to the stream about this. And she's like, what? You're not going to talk about that the whole time, are you? And I said, no. But, I listened to a radio station that's like a Christian radio station, and they were talking about families, and they were talking about relationships. And one of the series that this he's like a pastor, that he's a great orator. He's just great at talking, and I could listen to him forever, and he's just really good. Like, if you want a really wholesome relationship someday, he has this series called Love, Sex, and Lasting Relationships. And the one that was aired today, I heard a dingle jingle, so give me a minute. His talk today was called Sexual Purity in a Sex-Saturated World, Part 1. So there's going to be a Part 2 tomorrow. So we just wanted to say that, this world is so full of immoral things, and so many of you people are here at a wholesome channel, right? Oh gosh, it said I have to sign in to chat. What the heck? This action can't be performed inside Streamlabs. To interact, you can open this chat in a web browser. What? Let me see if this will let me. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try to send you this. Paste. Here's a link. Now, in this link, this takes you to the broadcast that I listened to today, okay? But if you want to, like, hear the whole series, if you scroll down to the bottom, when you scroll down to the bottom, it will show the whole series, and you can click on that, and it'll show, like, all of the different things that he talked about. But I do think that, if you do want to have a good, wholesome, moral relationship, that would be, like, you will enjoy listening to that. It will give you great life advice. And so I'm not afraid to talk about that with you, because I think that will make you good, upstanding, moral men who will find good, upstanding, moral women. And Rudy said, sometimes I feel like the only odd one since that when I'm in the wholesome community, there's Back to the Future anime, book, Lucasfilm people, and I always talk about weapons. Well, you know what, Rudy, you've talked to me before, and you've showed me some of your crafts where you're making some knives and you're making some guns, and they're not like, it's a hobby of yours, like somebody making like a model plane or a model car or something like that, so I don't think that, as long as you're not using these weapons, like you told me the history of switchblades, right? And they're actually not weapons, right? So if you're not using them as weapons to hurt people, then, that's fine. It's okay. All right. So let me take a look at Ko-fi, because there was a dingo jingle. Hold on. Wait, what? I think I have to refresh it. Give me a second. I could have swore I heard a dingle jingle. Hold on. I don't know. I don't see one. So if somebody sent one, the last ones I'm seeing is from January 2nd. Wait, January 2nd. Yeah, so it's like when people were sending me stuff for they sent me, let me take a look here. Yeah, that must have been when I had my last stream. Yeah, that had to be old. So that's weird. I know I heard some kind of jingle. So if somebody sent me something, I apologize. Put a message in the stream because I don't see it. Anyway, let me go back here. I don't want to miss anything. Oh, let's see. Let's see. I've already talked about that. Rudy said the book is actually terrifying, and I don't consider Jurassic Park a horror movie, but the book differently is. And for those that consider the film horror, you're not going to have fun with the book. Interesting. You're right, Lee. Books are specifically for imagination, right? So you get to make up what the world looks like in your mind, and yeah, movies are visionaries. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, if I had time, I would read more books. Because I did used to like reading books when I was younger, and I actually had time. So, yeah, Lee, there's yeah, I think you need at least 1,000. Plus, you also need to have so many hours of watch time from your fans. So, it'll take me forever if I ever get there. I don't know, but you know what? I'm doing this for different reasons, so that's fine. Let's see. Somebody doesn't have a kind teacher. I must have missed that in there. Let's see. I did try to refresh the tab, Shogo. I did refresh it, but I can try to refresh it again. Give me a second. Yeah, I refreshed it. So, but I know I heard something. So, let me go back to. Let's see if anybody says anything in here. Wait, what? Who said unwholesome alert? Because of what I was talking about. Because I was talking about the that link, which I think the link went through the chat. So hopefully it did, because I really think it would help you guys. Wait a minute. I heard something. All right, hold on a second. I think I'm gonna go crazy. Hold on a second. Ah, there we are. I do have a donation from Atlas with his cute little Kenny icon. Hot take, but Robert Zemeckis has not made a good movie in a few years, and his Pinocchio movie was the worst movie in 2022. You know, I did not see the Pinocchio movie, but is this the one with, what is his name? Oh, I'm drawing a blank. All right, I gotta look it up now. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, that was Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. And, so no, that's not with who I was thinking of. So I didn't, Tom Hanks stars in that? I did not see that. Wait, maybe this is the one. Hold on a second. No, there's a Pinocchio with, what is that guy's name? He was in a bunch of 80s movies. Why can't I think of his name? Hold on a minute. There was some Pinocchio with, what was that guy's name? It was, oh gosh, I'm gonna go crazy. Wait, I'm only looking in the chat. Maybe one of you guys will be able to tell me. He played in, what was it called? I didn't see the Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, and I didn't see the other one, which had, the guy who played in some 80s movies. What is his name? He played in, the movie called Son-in-Law. Anybody know who that guy's name is? Pauly Shore, yes. I heard that there was a Pauly Shore Pinocchio. Was Pauly Shore in this one you were just talking about, Atlas? Because I heard that was terrible. So I heard that the Pauly Shore one was terrible. So I don't know if that's the Zemeckis one or not, but I heard that that one was terrible. So anyway, let's see here. Like, how did I lose myself in the stream? I don't know. Let's see. Thank you for the donation, Atlas. Thank you so much. Where were we? Where was I in here? Where was I? I just don't like this dead silence, and I don't have like nice background music like Katori does. Let's see here. You know, like I know Disney's doing a lot of these like live action remakes, and I don't know why. I don't know why they do that. I don't know. I just like, or like try like the remakes, like definitely like leave like get some imagination and make a new movie. That's all I have to say. Instead of like redoing things and stuff like that. And yeah, Pauly Shore was an actor who played along, like I don't know if any of you saw. He played with Brendan Fraser in what was that called? Encino Man. So Pauly Shore is like a comedic actor, like a comedic teen, young adult actor from the 80s. And he played in some kind of Pinocchio movie, which was supposed to be terrible. So I did not see it, so I can't say for sure, but that's just what I heard. Oh, that's okay, Lee. You know, I wish I would have played some sort of musical instrument when I was young, too. Um, you know, Katori took flute and piano, and Kiwi took clarinet. No, was it clarinet? Yeah, I think she took clarinet and piano. And Roy took piano and singing lessons. I wish I could sing. I mean, everyone can sing, but they don't all sound good, right? So I can sing, but it just, you know, I have never taken like singing lessons to make my voice sound good, you know. Smee said the creative well has long been dried up. Yeah, it really has for Disney. It really has. It really has. You know, it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad that they just keep doing the same stuff over and over again. You know. Hey, I liked Wonka. Are you saying you don't like Wonka? I liked it. The kids really liked it. I prefer the first Willy Wonka with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory because that's just my movie. And there was another Dingle Jingle. I'm going to check that in a second. But the kids really loved Wonka. They loved the imagination of it. It was again something different. It wasn't they weren't remaking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. They were just showing like a background of what could have been, you know, what it was like when he was younger. Okay, I'm going to Kofi. I'll be right back. Hold on a second. Why do I have to have trouble? I don't know. Okay, it's Atlas again. Let's see what Atlas said. Thank you for the donation, Atlas. It says, no, the one I'm talking about is the Disney reboot on Disney Plus starring Tom Hanks. That was bad. And DreamWorks is now doing live action remakes. Oh my. Oh my. Like, you know what? I don't know. Maybe they just need Katori and Kiwi to go to Hollywood and give them their ideas. Because I'm telling you what, they could probably make some pretty interesting movies. It would be better with whatever the heck is going on over there. I'll tell you that. And you know what? If Kiwi ever makes it big, then I will prove it all to you. Let's see. Ethan. Wait, I just lost it. I moved the chat. Too much. Doofenshmirtz. Your hot dog is no match for my bratwurst. Let's see. Roy sings, yes. Roy, yeah, mwahaha. Yeah, Roy does have a good singing voice. He does. I could be biased, but I do believe he does have a good singing voice. Yeah. Katori would love for them to bring back 2D animation. Cobalt said, I learned to sing in church, for whatever that's worth. Well, that's good, because you should sing, especially when you're in church. If you're going to church and you're not singing, then do you understand, like, what are you doing there then? Because, okay, yeah, number one, you go to church to learn the scripture, right? So that you can have the scripture close to your heart. So that can help you through your life. But you are also going to church to praise God, right? So if you're not singing, that's just like a slap in the face to God. So if you go to church, please sing. Please sing. He wants you to sing for him. Let's see. Oh, Piggies is back. And Kokiri said, it's just my ocarina, sir. Actually, you sound like you found your tone, so I'd still hire you to sing Zelda's song for me. So I'm assuming this is some kind of quote from Legend of Zelda. Ah, Lee, yeah, if you do get better at your acoustic guitar, that would be nice to make an instrumental song, and I would love to use it. Yeah, unfortunately, anybody with good ideas has long since left Disney. Oh, I went too fast again. Oh, so AJ was in a high school play his senior year of high school. Cool. I always thought it would be cool, like, to be an actress or something. But, you know, this is as close as I'm getting to an actress, I guess. How to Train Your Dragon remake? What? Now, why? Why would you mess with that? I'm sorry. I really do love How to Train Your Dragon. I love it. I love them. I just, very creative. Love the movies. Ethan said, wait, don't you mean Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? It's actually called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory from the 70s. You're saying... Really? I gotta look this up now. Now you got me wondering. Well, the book by Roald Dahl is called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So you're telling me... Huh. Well, I guess I am wrong. So, okay. So, yeah, I guess I was wrong. So the book is called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I thought that was the name of the movie from the 70s. It is not. It is called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. But, evidently, the movie that Johnny Depp was in did name it after the book, which was called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And the most recent one, which is the one I was talking about, is actually just called Wonka. So, I hope I cleared all that up. And Wonka is still out at the movie theaters right now. No, first of all, what do you mean sing you Back to the Future? It's just that it's just not a song that can be sung like nicely without music in the background and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just lost my place again. So there we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. With Shogo's request, I cannot sing that. Maybe there's something else I could sing. I don't know, but I can't sing that. Roy and Mama duet. You know, I could do that if Roy would be willing to do it. Yeah, that would, if he would be willing to do it. His voice could carry me. It would, you know, mine wouldn't sound so bad. Oh, enjoy your pizza, Cobalt. Enjoy your pizza. Let's see. Oh, Atlas, yeah, I love VeggieTales. So that was your first introduction to God, huh? I'm sorry that your parents didn't introduce you to God, unless your parents was the one who bought the VeggieTales, maybe. Yeah, I love VeggieTales. They're so cute. VeggieTales. Okay, I'm not going to sing that. Let's see. Yes, yes, Kokiri. I do remember. Briefly, I sang last stream. I do remember that. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You can play the ocarina. You know, I think Roy has an ocarina. I don't know. Like, I don't know where he put it. He got it and then put it away somewhere. I've never seen it or heard from it again. But Kiwi has this nice little, it's like this wooden box thing that has these little metal, things that you like pluck it. It's almost like, I forgot what it's called, but it sounds so pretty. Maybe some of you know what the heck that is. I don't know, but she plays it sometime and it's just so like relaxing. I'm gonna have to ask her what that's called. Yeah, I have worn earplugs too. So even though I'm Catholic, we have been going to some different churches, just some different non-denominational Christian churches, because the kids are a little more are looking for something a little more contemporary. And yeah, I had to wear earplugs last time because that church they had drums and the music was so loud coming through these big giant speakers, and I did have to wear earplugs. Yes, Kokiri, yes, I finally figured that out. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is the old one. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is the new one, although the original book is called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And then the new movie that's out right now is called Wonka. Okay, I lost my place again. Rudy said, do you know James Baxter? He did many DreamWorks movies from Prince of Egypt all the way to Spirit and Beauty and the Beast. He even made a cameo in Adventure Time. No, I haven't heard of him before. Interesting. Thank you for bringing his name up to me, because I did see the Prince of Egypt and I have seen Spirit, and I did watch Adventure Time. I've actually dressed up as female Fiona before. I love the DreamWorks movies, like, let's see, like Joseph, Prince of Dreams or whatever, about Joseph from the Bible, who was thrown down the well by his brothers and sold off into slavery. And then DreamWorks also made Road to El Dorado, right? I love that. That was hilarious. I love that movie too. That was good. And then DreamWorks makes Shrek and stuff, right? So... AJ Koniki is getting or Koniki, I think that's how you say his last name, is getting off. So have fun at Taco Bell, and thank you for coming. That is a lot of Chocolate Factory. You can. I don't know. I can't sing the Back to the Future theme song. It's just I'm not good enough yet. Maybe I have to practice. Now the Power of Love, maybe. But I would also have to refresh myself on the lyrics, piggies. So, like, to know all the words, you know. Maybe the Power of Love I could sing, maybe. Yep, well, there you go. Atlas has some of the lyrics right there. Don't take money. You see, I need the music in the background, or I'm not going to have the right tune, because that's just me. I never took singing lessons, you know. Oh. He saved me from all the alligators, Shogo said. I won't even jump in the water now. Well, I'm glad he did save you. I'm glad. Yes, sorry, sometimes it's hard to, like, when you're following chat, like, sometimes people are talking to each other and not to me. So I skip over some things because I think they're talking back and forth to somebody else. So if I do miss your chat, anyone, I am sorry. It's really hard to keep up with it. So Atlas, your parents bought you VeggieTales when you were 3 years old. Well, good. Well, I'm glad they did. They did. Well, that's cool if this James Baxter also did Toothless and How to Train Your Dragon. I really like that. It's really nice. Oh, yes, piggies. I think it is a kalimba. It is a kalimba, the little musical instrument that Kiwi bought. It is very, like, relaxing to listen to, like, very beautiful. It really is nice. Huh. Edward said the 1971 Wonka movie was financed by Quaker Oats, who intended to make a product tie-in brand. Interesting. I did not know that. Ethan said, anybody remember the Beginner's Bible Stories? That was one of my introductions to the Bible besides going to church with my parents. So is that like a series of books? Is that what that is? Because I'm not familiar with that. I mean, maybe I've read some beginner Bible studies and didn't realize it was like a series of books. Lee is planning on getting a violin. That would be cool too. Katori used to have, I don't know if he's still around. I haven't seen him in months, but she had a fan named Billy Wildefield, and he played a mean violin. Man, did he play good. I mean, that guy could, if he's not some kind of major violinist yet, he should be, because he was really good. And so if he's listening to this, you are excellent. You are an excellent violin player, and keep going at it. Let's see. Whoa, Atlas, you've been to Rome? Man, like the only place I've been outside of the United States is a Caribbean cruise. That is it. Oh, and Canada, but that's connected to us. So, wow, that would be awesome to see Rome. And yeah, over 1,000 churches. I think it's so cool. Like even like in England, like where Smee and Ty live, it's so cool to have these historical buildings, right? Like we don't have that in the United States, so that's just awesome for you to have. You should feel very blessed to have been able to go to Rome. And yeah, Shoko Katori took flute lessons, but she didn't like follow up with them, so she probably could play a little bit of flute, but I think she's pretty rusty and would have to really get, she'd have to really practice a lot and brush up on that. Cyberman, you were never a fan of Wonka? Huh? You thought that the one with Gene Wilder was nuts? I mean, it was meant to be a little off the wall and crazy, right? That's just what made it so different, DreamWorks does seem to be like that's the only studio that stays faithful to the fans, Lee. That's really interesting. And I was sort of disappointed when, because if any of you have ever been to Universal in Florida, they had like a Shrek, 3D experience where you watched a movie and you're sitting in this thing and you got squirted with water and your seat would shake and vibrate and it was like a 3D experience. I can't believe that they didn't like make a whole like world for Shrek, because Shrek is just very popular and had so many different movies for it. And they knocked it down and now they're replacing it with some kind of Despicable Me thing. And they already have a Despicable Me ride. So, I've never, if they have it up yet, I don't know, but I'm sort of disappointed that they didn't do more with Shrek. Piggy said, I loved El Dorado, especially the soundtrack. Oh, yes. You know what? El Dorado has an excellent soundtrack. That was, why can't I think of his name? Oh, I'm getting too tired, you guys. Why can't I think of his name? He's like a major singer. Put it in the chat, Piggy, so I can read it. Not all heroes wear capes. Not all angels have wings. Sometimes they're just called kokiri. That's funny, Shogo. I mean, not funny. It's true, right? But that's cute. Oh, Lee said Spirit is his personal favorite. You know what's so funny? When I first saw Spirit, I was like, is there something wrong? Like, is it on mute or something? Like, I just was like, why are they not talking to each other? So it was, that was very that was like a really something different that a movie didn't do before. So that was quite interesting. Smee said, Mama Tori, for your own sake, you need to watch Hot Fuzz someday. Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz. All right, let me write this down so I can look this up later. Hot Fuzz. Is this a comedy? And Ethan, oh, I heard a dingle jingle. I'll get to that in a second. Ethan said, Road to El Dorado, Joseph, Prince of Dreams, Prince of Egypt, and most importantly, Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron are my favorite DreamWorks 2D animated. Yeah, they were very good movies. Very good. And you're right, Rudy, VeggieTales was awesome. VeggieTales went bankrupt, Cyberman? I had no idea. I had no idea. Oh, that's pretty cool, Piggies, that your sister can play Minecraft music on her kalimba. I'm sure that is very pretty. I'm sure that is really, really pretty. Okay, I lost where I was, so I might as well go and take a look at what was on Ko-fi. Let me go check that out. Atlas again? Oh my gosh, Atlas. Thank you. Don't go bankrupt. Let's take a look here. Atlas said, I have been to Rome, oh my, Venice, Florence, Paris, Pompeii, Tokyo, and London. Wow. Great places, would visit again, except for Paris. And then he has this in all caps, okay? So let me just make this very clear to you. He says, do not go to Paris. You will get your passport stolen like me. Wait, what? What? Oh my gosh, that sounds like a total anxiety-ridden thing. Oh my gosh. So, Atlas, how in the world did you rectify that? If that was stolen, like, how did you get back home? Like, oh my gosh, I would be freaking out. I would be freaking out. I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be stuck here. So, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I'm so, so sorry. But obviously, you're back home. So, I hope that it wasn't too much of trouble, but maybe you could teach us all something. So if we ever get a passport stolen, which by the way, I don't even own a passport, but if I ever get one, and if I ever do, just let me know so I know what to do. Ethan said, the beginner Bible stories are just a series of cartoon mini movies about the key moments of the Bible on VHS. The one I had were the story of creation and the story of Joseph. Oh, I don't think I have any of those. I do have some VHS, like Christian animations, like the DreamWorks ones that I was just talking about, and I have the VeggieTales. I'd have to look and see if I have any that say that they were entitled The Beginner Bible Stories. That's just interesting. Piggy said he wants to go to Italy or Japan. Yeah, those would be two cool places to go. That's for sure. How do we know Smee and Ty aren't brothers? Well, because they would have told us by now. Yeah, you're right, Piggies. We do have some historical buildings, mostly on the East Coast, like where the original colonies were, but nothing like what they have over there. Kokiri said, I did tell Kotori we should duet if she's on the flute perform Zelda's Lullaby. She was confident with the right sheet music she could. Really? Okay. Well, interesting. Smee said, if you ever go to England, Mama Tori, you should visit the Canterbury Cathedral. It's over 1,000 years old. That sounds cool. Like, my great aunt, when she was alive, told us that she, it's a long story, but she was married to my grandfather. Like, she was also my stepmother. A step-grandmother. It's a long story. There was no inbreeding whatsoever. I don't know if I ever told the story, but it's too confusing to tell. But anyway, she went with my grandfather to some castles up in Canada. They visited some castles there. Castles, or I don't think it was cathedrals. I'm pretty sure it was castles. But that would be cool to see some really, really, like 1,000-year-old cathedral. That would be really awesome. Rudy said, out of every film franchise, Kung Fu Panda is the most consistent film series ever made. Really? So what makes it the most consistent? Like, what is so consistent about it versus the other ones? I'm just curious. Cyberman said, I wish I could go. The only theme park I ever go to is Six Flags. I don't think I've ever been to a Six Flags. Shogo said, sometimes when Katori plays the flute, I hear it all the way in Alaska and sleepwalk into the woods in a trance, just like in Frozen 2. Oh, she must be playing it in her sleep, because she's not playing it when she's awake. That's for sure. Yes, Puss in Boots. I love Puss in Boots, Rudy. I love Puss in Boots. Lee said, you should totally watch the how it's made for the movie. It's so fascinating. And I have Lee, if you're talking about how the movies are made, like I have watched I've watched the Back to the Future one, and I've watched Ghostbusters one. I've watched multiple of them. I watched Home Alone one. So it is. And you're right, Edward. It is Elton John who sang the songs for Road to El Dorado. Oh, yes, I see there's multiple people who said it. Piggy said it. Cyberman said it. Yes, it was the Elton John who sang the songs for El Dorado. Very good. Just like, I love the soundtrack of Tarzan. That is Phil Collins. Oh, I used to play that over and over with the kids when they were little. And we would dance around the living room, and they would jump up on the couches, and I would grab their hands and help them jump down to the ground, and they'd jump back up, and we would just have so much fun with that Tarzan soundtrack. Okay, wait. So let's see. Did Atlas say anything about what happened when his passport was lost? That's what I was trying to look for. I get so lost inside of this chat. Wait, what? Why did Smee say she's just playing it with a silencer? Oh, you mean Katori playing the flute? I thought maybe you were saying somehow I'm muted right now, but no, I see what you're saying. Okay, there we go. Here's Atlas. We learned that because of Brexit, England is no longer part of the EU, so I was not allowed on the train, so we needed to go to the U.S. Embassy, but they were closed on the weekend, so we had to... So I'll be interested to see... Oh, yeah, wait, I see the beginning part. My passport was stolen the day before we were supposed to leave for London on Sunday, so we went to the police, and they gave me a paper to go anywhere in the EU, so we thought we were good. Oh, wow, they gave you a paper to go anywhere? That's interesting without your passport. So interesting. So then he said that, Brexit England was no part of the EU, so he couldn't go there. They were closed on the weekend, so we had to. And he's probably typing the next part right now. Rudy said, most series would take a year or two to make another film in this series, and over time they just die out. Kung Fu Panda, on the other hand, takes every 5 years and develop a great story. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Ty, you are talented in your own way. We are all talented in our own way. And Shogo said, I feel like Masternode gets a bad rep when actually he's very sweet and would never steal anything from anyone unless it's Mama's heart. Why did you have to say that? Did somebody say something about Masternode that I missed? I don't know. Maybe I missed it because I had missed some things. I see Domino Cracker said, I'm going on mission to Guatemala this summer. Be praying for everything to go well. I will, Domino. And you know what? Why don't you send me a message on Twitter so I can remember to put that on the prayer list for next week? Because I put out a prayer list every Wednesday on Twitter if you didn't know that. You got some more ASMR because I was drinking my water. So, anyway, let's see. Yeah, Piggy's Tarzan was great. He had a crush on the girl. Let's see. So Atlas said, find last-minute housing for a day before we could go and get myself an emergency passport. So we missed out on one day in London and we missed Stonehenge. So you were able to get an emergency passport in one day? Wow. I'm impressed by the U.S. Embassy. That's all I can say. I'm glad that was that easy for you to do. Even though you missed out on London, you're lucky you weren't stuck there for weeks or months. I would think that if somebody stole your passport, it would take you weeks or months to get back. So bravo. A bravo to that U.S. Embassy, I guess. Ethan said, my parents would play Tarzan soundtrack whenever I got in the car when I was a kid. My favorite song had to be the Trashing the Camp song. Yeah, it is catchy. Katori has a bank that has all of those characters bashing on the plates and the cups, and when you put the money in and you press the button, it plays the song, do 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 do, and it's tink tank clank clank, and it's and the whole little bank, all of the little figures on top of the bank move. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Rudy said, guys, don't be mad, but my favorite Phil Collins performance was in Brother Bear, though Tarzan was amazing too. I'm not mad. I mean, everyone's allowed to have their own favorite song. I'm glad you liked that song. And Phil Collins is a great singer. So yeah, that's great. Kokiri said, the only thing I've ever been good at is playing video games, but Katori keeps me around to make her and everyone feel better about themselves. Okay. Kokiri, you're a liar. I'm calling you out. That's not true. The only thing you're ever good at is video games. We all know, you've heard it from everybody who's seen all your artwork, that you are a great artist. And look at that, Rudy. Ethan said he loved Brother Bear. I've seen it, but I can't remember much about it. Oh, that's okay, Domino Cracker. Well, yeah. You know, I'm only on Twitter for me and Katori. So, and all of my friends who I've made here in the community. So I use Twitter to DM my friends here, to put out announcements, and to also request prayer lists and put out prayers. So no big deal. That's fine. If you ever decide to start a Twitter, just stick with mine and Katori's and this community's people, and you won't have any of the garbage that you see on there. Let's see. Gorillas. You know, the Tarzan, you're just making me really want to watch Tarzan again, because just all of the songs were so good. All of them. They had meaning to them, you know? Let's see. You are pretty good, Kokiri, with your little smug face. And I did tell him. Atlas said, did you know that South Park made fun of Phil Collins because his song, You Will... Oh, I love that song. You'll be in my heart. Oh, I love that song. I would sing that to the kids. I love it. Okay, I gotta go back. Sorry, I got transported to back in the past when my kids were little. Okay, I gotta go back to Atlas's comment now. Did you know that South Park made fun of Phil Collins? Shame on them, because his song "You Will Be in My Heart" from Tarzan beat their song "Blame Canada." Well, you know what? It should. It should beat them. That is my favorite song, and it makes me cry. That song makes me cry. Because y'all know what happens at the beginning of Tarzan, right? And that's why Tarzan is being raised by the mother gorilla, right? It's because his parents were killed, right? And then her baby was killed, right? And that's why she's raising Tarzan. So it just breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that a child lost his parents, and it breaks my heart that a parent lost her child. So, all right, Piggies is now going to get some dessert. Boy, that boy's having some fun eating there at home. Ty said, my artwork isn't that good. I'm just good at card. You are good at card magic, Ty. I love looking at your magic when you share it with me. I love it. Kokiri said, I joined Twitter mostly for Katori. Keep up to date with my profiles and streams and the occasional artist I follow. Yep. Rudy went walking at a park yesterday and found a real-life glitch with a duck. A glitch with a duck. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, it's X, but I don't care. I'm still going to call it Twitter. If it says twitter.com, I'm still calling it Twitter. All right, Phil Collins is a legend. I love his music. All right, so I'm gonna stop reading the chat here for a moment. So I want to know, did anybody, did anybody in the chat look at the link I sent? Did anybody look at it? Did anybody go to it and take a peek at it, even for a second? Anybody? Because I didn't see anybody make any comment about it. Did anyone? I'll wait here until I see somebody say they did. And if nobody did, I'm sad. I need like a cricket. I need a cricket noise. Okay. Kokiri read it. Atlas went to it. Okay. So, what did you guys think of it? I mean, obviously you couldn't listen to you couldn't listen to his thing, but do any of you think you will listen to it? Or you will look into it? because I really do think that. And Cyberman, did you say that you looked at it and you laughed? Well, all I can say to that, and I see you say sorry, but all I can say to that is, I'm sorry that you laughed, and I'm sad that the world is the way it is right now, because I think that if y'all want to have a meaningful relationship and get a wife someday who's not going to cheat on you, I think it's worth listening to. Yeah, so. Well, I know you can't. Smee, you're funny, Smee. Thank you, Smee. Yeah, I know you can't listen to it right now. But I hope y'all listen to it. And or listen to some more than just today's. Because I'm telling you, it really will help you. It'll help your life. It'll help your life finding the right girl. And it'll help you someday when you find the right girl. So, okay, all right. I just wondered. I just wanted to make sure that me sharing that didn't go to waste. So I'll go back to reading the chat a little bit. And let's see, it's 8:10. So I am going to get off by 8:30. 2 hours is a lot for me talking, and my throat's getting dry, even though I have some water here. I don't know how Katori does it. Let's see. Chicken Run. I think I did see Chicken Run a long time ago, Cyberman. But I did not see Dawn of the Nugget. Kokiri said, oh, my sister got Geno's. There's fettuccine with shrimp and a Pizza Factory breadsticks. I'm going to grab a plate after stream. I've never eaten Geno's or Pizza Factory, but it sounds yummy. Lee said, I don't hate Phil Collins. He is an incredible artist, but FSR. For some reason, I got the lingo, I just have to think about it. I can only tolerate his songs on the movies. Oh, interesting. Ethan has to go. He's watching a stream from church. Also, that's actually sad to hear that about You'll Be in My Heart. Yeah. Well, have fun at your church stream, Ethan. And thank you for coming. Lee said, I'm the odd one here. What do you mean? Because you don't like to listen to Phil Collins other than in the movies? That's fine. Again, everybody has their own likes and dislikes, and there's no right or wrong, you know? The Legend of Tarzan show was awesome. I don't think I saw that. Two worlds, one family. Yeah, that's a good song too, Ty. That is. Good. Let's see. Atlas is going to get some food. So thank you for coming, Atlas, and for giving me some donations. Thank you. Kokiri said, you know me, Tia, I'm agnostic, so I don't know what to believe, but I deeply respect your faith. Well, you know what? Okay, and, when Cyberman says, well, I like to find my own way. Well, that's fine, too. And when you listen to this, it's not, you don't have to be a Christian to listen to it. If you're okay with sleeping around, then let's put it this way. There are some Christian people who sleep around. They're not supposed to, but they do. And you can be a person who's not religious at all and want to be monogamous and not sleep around. So it's all depending on if you want to have a monogamous relationship with somebody and you want your girlfriend / future wife to not be someone who's been sleeping around. So, that you don't have to be a Christian or a Muslim or a Mormon. You don't have to be somebody who believes in a God to want to share a moral relationship with somebody. So you can still listen to it, Kokiri, if you choose to. So Lee said, still only loyal to the one and only, Mama. It's all or nothing. Oh, no dying on a hill, Lee. No dying on a hill. Oh, Piggies was thinking of those cupcakes. You know what? Yeah. Oh, They smelled the house up today. I mean, the house smelled like strawberries and sugar, and we couldn't eat between meals today because we fast in between meals on Ash Wednesday. So I'm like, you're tempting me, right, Katori? You're tempting me to make sure I'm going to stick to my guns and not cheat and not eat between meals, and I didn't. But boy, that smelled so good. Rudy says, I will definitely check it out. Otherwise, I would have moved east for love. And east, I mean the other side of the world. Let's see. Lee is picky with his music. That's okay. And you're right, Cyberman. South Park does make fun of everything. Shogo said, fact number 1. Those who abstain from sexual intercourse before marriage report the highest levels of sexual satisfaction in marriage. I believe that because, and it's not even sleeping around. But if you get into the subject of watching things, I don't know if I should say the word, begins with a P. But if you get into the habit of watching these immoral things, it's not good for you. It's not, those of you who don't know, I am divorced. I think most of you know that. And my ex-husband was a sex addict. So you start out watching the P word stuff, and you then go to say, now I need it in person. So you go off to the strip joints. And then now you're getting real close to these live women, right? So now you want to get really close to them. And then you start meeting them in hotels, right? And the point is that if you're watching all these women, right, then how are you going to someday dedicate yourself to one woman and only think of her and never have thoughts of these other women that you've seen before naked? So think about that. Think about it long and hard if you want to have a good relationship with somebody, a long-lasting relationship, a good marriage, a good moral marriage where you both have come from moral backgrounds. I'm just telling you, I'm sitting here alone on Valentine's Day because my ex-husband thought it was okay to start watching those type of things. Sorry, I went off on a tangent, but I am determined to help other people not be where I am right now. So Piggy said, I have a couple songs of Genesis saved. Invisible Touch, oh yeah. In Too Deep, and I think another I can't remember. Yes. Oh, 80s music. I love 80s music. You know what? Maybe one day we'll just have a stream with 80s music. But see, I have to figure out how do I share it with all of you. I'm not that tech savvy yet, but yes, I love 80s music. Kokiri said, check your DMs. By the way, I sent you art I made of Smee and Shogo. Shogo was serious about alligators. Okay, I will check my DMs when I get off, because I know somebody else said I think Egrich said he sent me some DMs. But it's hard to multitask, and I'll get lost in the chat again. Shogo said, fact number 2. Those who cohabitate or live together before marriage have a 50% higher divorce rate than those who do not. That was a research study by UCLA. Well, there you have it. Shogo said, fact number 3. Those who abstain from sexual intercourse before marriage have the highest rates of fidelity in marriage. That was a study done at the University of South Carolina. Boy, Shogo, I should have asked you to send me some of these facts before I started this stream, because you're giving them better facts than I have. Well, I don't know about that, Kokiri. But Shogo said fact number 4. The introduction of sex into a dating relationship almost always ushers in the breakup of that relationship. Wow. I love these facts. You need to send me these facts. I'd like to have these facts so I can give these facts to some other people. Well, Cyberman, you know what? I am here to be your Mama Tori, right? So anything I can say or do to help you all in the future, I'm all for it. You posted your facts, Shogo. Thank you. I hope it does help them. I hope it does. And you know what? I love the fact that someone in the chat, namely you, Shogo, has shared these facts and wasn't afraid to share these facts, because I wish that more people would know these facts and abide by these facts. Kokiri said, I did read the transcript, like I said, and it's a great talking point. I'm used to disc-only podcasts where they'll talk about Spider-Man, then suddenly the repercussions of divorce. Well, that's weird. I don't know. I don't even know if I know what you're saying. So, disc-only. What do you mean? Like you put a disc in? Like, I'm confused. And Spider-Man, what? Like what? Oh, Lee, I didn't know dying on a hill was a metaphor for being committed. Sorry about that. Let's see. No, I don't think Katori is eating cupcakes right now because we cannot eat between meals. And we already had our dinner. So she had her cupcake as dessert. So, nope. Those cupcakes are all going to sit there until tomorrow. Thank you, Ty. Thank you for being loyal to us. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, what? Kokiri, I don't know what you're trying to say now. And first of all, I won't say the first word that you wrote in your comment, because that's technically taking the Lord's name in vain, and I don't do that. But you said, I don't have a replacement for my shock. I don't understand what that sentence means, Kokiri. Okay. Let's see. The forbidden P word, like Voldemort, Piggy says. Well, I don't know what I can't get demonetized, right? But I also don't want them to, like, say my video's banned either, so. And Smee, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Because I'm a Christian woman, the Bible says you should forgive somebody 70 times 7 times. And so for 16 years, my ex-husband was cheating on me with multiple women. And I kept forgiving him and then thought he was not doing it anymore because he said he wouldn't. And then I'd find out again. And then I'd find out again. And then I had taken I probably took us to the couples counseling the first time I found out. And then after, like, I don't know, the third time I found out, I sent him to addiction help. Like AA. It was actually like an AA meeting. So, like, if somebody is addicted to sexual material, they are an addict, just like a drug addict or an alcoholic. And he did go. He went to, like, these group things, like these AA meetings. And he also went to a counselor by himself to help with addiction. And, you know, the more I think about it, it's like he would go off into those things, and at least I thought he was going to those things. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was meeting one of the women. I don't know. But finally it had to be like, okay, if this happens again, that's it. Because this is not a marriage anymore, right? It's not a marriage anymore. Like, you know, like even, talking to the priest and everything, Anyway, how did I turn this? I didn't mean to turn this into something like sad. Because, we're here to not be sad. Because you know what? I don't need him. I've been without him now for 7 years, and I don't miss him. So, because I don't want that kind of a relationship. I don't want that kind of husband, and you guys should not want that kind of relationship either. You want a relationship where your girl, when she looks at you, she's only thinking of you. And when she kisses you, she is only thinking of you. And when you guys get married and you are making love to each other, she is only thinking of you. And she's not cheating on you. That's what you want. So, if you want that, you have to purify yourself right now too, right? If you want her to be pure and moral, you also have to be pure and moral. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. But if you do, you better start getting your act in gear, because it takes work. So, all right, let's see where we are in stream. I get myself sidetracked and start going off. Let's see. Kokiri said, wisdom and kindness, that's my queen, Mama Tori. Well, thank you. Oh, thank you, Rudy. Rudy said, before the stream ends, I want to thank you for everything, Mama Tori, and you are welcome. You are welcome, Rudy. Lee said, the eyes for one can never see the eyes of many. The eyes of many can never see the eyes of one. That's a cool quote. I like that. I like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's so true. Cyberman asked me, would I ever start dating again? And I would. Right now, with Roy's medical problems that I deal with alone because my ex-husband doesn't pitch in at all with any of that. It's really hard to have, and also with Kiwi and Roy still learning to drive, I do a lot of driving around, and then with my own medical problems and all the doctor's appointments between me and Roy, oh my gosh, it's just really hard to for me to have time. And I would feel like if I would go on a date with somebody, or if I'd use a dating app or whatever, because I don't like know anybody to date right now. But the point is, I feel like I don't have enough time. I don't think it would be fair to go out and date, and maybe somebody liked me and they want to go on a date, and I go on a second date, and then they want to see me more or talk to me more, and I'm like, I just don't have time. And so that's just not fair. But, you know, when Kiwi and Roy start driving on their own, and I don't have so much going on with mine and Roy's medical issues, I would like to date again. I would. I miss having someone. I miss having someone to help me out. I miss having someone to tell me it'll be okay. I miss hugs. I miss cuddling. I miss everything that goes along with, you know, having a husband. So yes, I will. I would like to date again. Piggy said, my cassette and DVD collection has been growing. I got a special case to hold my tapes. Ooh, yeah, I have some tapes and CDs. And actually, Piggy bought me, like a year ago or something, he bought me a cassette player, which was really cool. And I think some tapes, too. Let's see. Wait, what? Cyberman, you said, dang, Shogo, that's messed up. What's messed up? What did I miss? What? I don't know. I don't know what's being said in chat, and we are 4 minutes away from 8:30, so let me see what else we got here. I don't know what's going on between some of you guys talking, so I don't know. Ty said, Mama Tori, all the girlfriends I had end up cheating on me or using me to get someone, and to be honest, it ate me up. I don't doubt it didn't. And I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I'm so sorry. Shoko, I can't sing that without the music in the background, and I just can't. It's just not. It's not a song that would just sound good by itself. Not with my voice. I promise you, it wouldn't. And I wouldn't get the tune right. I wouldn't. I promise. Let's see here. Let me just go through here. Let's see. I gotta go through quickly. Oh, good gosh. There's so much. Oh my gosh. Oh, Piggy said, sorry, Mama. Thank you. Ty said, I feel bad for you. Want to give me a big hug? Thank you. Thank you. I like virtual hugs. Wait, what? What? Quinn? What? Truthfully? Quinn. Oh my gosh. Quinn said, my girlfriend died in a coma back in November. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say to that other than my heart goes out to you. I can't imagine the sorrow you are still feeling, and the sorrow you will feel for a long, long while. But I will say this, you know, I lost my dad, and, you know, when you get divorced, they say, because I've been through some divorce support groups, that when you're going through divorce, you're grieving a loss too, because it's a death of a marriage. It's something you thought you were going to have your whole life, you know. So I'm sorry about that, Quinn. I pray she is in God's hands, and I pray she's at peace and in such a wonderful place you can't even imagine. And I'm so sorry. Wow, I'm so sorry. I almost feel like maybe we should end it here, but that's such a sour, sad note. But how could I go back from that? Well, Quinn, God will help you. God will help you through it. And I hope that you have a relationship with Jesus. And if you don't, if you want to get one, if you've been having questions about it, message me. All right, everybody. It is 1 minute away, so I'm so sorry if I missed anything you wrote in chat. You're right, Ty. Losing someone you love and look up to really sucks. Yes, that is true. It is true. So, anyway, I hope you all get off the chat and that you remember that you are special. It doesn't matter that you don't have a Valentine. And if you're looking to have a really good relationship for the future, I recommend you listen to some of that livingontheedge.org website material, because it can only help you. You are welcome, piggies. I hope you all did enjoy spending some time with me, even though I was maybe a little got off on tangents sometime. And okay, Shogo, I can sing some things, okay? I can sing some songs, and they do sound decent, okay? I'm not saying that I sound terrible, but there are some songs that sound better without music, and some songs that I can hold a tune to, versus some songs that I can't get the right tune, especially if there's no music to guide me. So I'm not a liar. It's just some songs I can sing better than others, okay? But thank you. Thank you for saying that I sound like a mountain forest fairy that just drank from the fountain of youth. Thank you so very much. Yes, good night, Cyberman. Good night, Rudy. Well, Lee, you are something special, okay? You are special because you are Lee. You are Lee Blackwolf. That's what makes you special. And thank you for coming. And good night, Ty. Thank you, Ty. Thank you for saying that. I do know God loves me. Thank you. And good night, piggies, and good night, Cyberman, and good night, Kokiri. And okay, thank you. I'm glad. I tried to keep up with chat as best I could. And thank you for coming, Shadow Demon. And we are ending. You know what, Shogo? Maybe I will practice a song myself so that I can have a song that I know I want to sing and I know the lyrics, and I will think of a song to sing next time. Maybe y'all can send me some suggestions, but you know what? Maybe one from Phil Collins from Tarzan. Although I have to do it without crying, which might be very hard. Oh, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Lee. Bye-bye, Edward. Bye-bye, Smee. Bye-bye, Cyberman. Bye-bye, Ty. Bye-bye, Ekrich. Goodbye, Shadow Demon. Yes, I'm so sorry. You missed it. You came in at the end. I've been going since 6:30. I'm so sorry. Good night, Quinn. God loves you too. Good night, Lee. Oh, a black cover anime reference. I see. Good night, Shogo. Okay, Power of Love. I'll think about it. Back in Time. I'll think about the song. I'll try to sing next time. Good night, everybody. Good night. I just have to figure out how to end this thing. So good night, everybody. I hope you all have a great night. And remember, I love you. You are my Valentine. So you were not without a Valentine this year. And I know Katori was like your Valentine a few days ago at her stream, but she's not here with you on Valentine's Day. So there you go. All right. Let's see how I got to end this thing. All right. Good night, everybody. Mwah. Love you all. Sleep well. Sweet dreams. God bless.